I forgot what it is. Oh, get a gorgeous glow. Oh, well, obviously, we're using Josie Maran products. So we are focusing a little bit on the face here. We're gonna start off with the Whipped Argan Oil Mud Mask. So you guys, this mask, so incredible, really pulls out the impurities using that Rasool clay, but then it leaves your skin super hydrated, moisturized with the argan oil. It's like the perfect marriage of the two. Treatment, hydration, all mixed together, plus you have essential oils built in, so it just makes for a sensorial experience. All right, well, speaking of, I can see Adrienne over there already. Did you pick up the lavender?
Rocio and I are just having a little party over here. I have the lavender. You'll see Rocio, she's gonna apply the sweet basil mint.
Oh, I love that one too.
Rocio and I present this often, and we are partial to our favorites. So she's gonna show you how to apply. Like you touched on, Elise, this is pure Rasool clay that also comes from Morocco, the same place as our beautiful argan trees. And Rasool clay is used to draw impurities from the skin. So everything that you thought you'd have to pay a dermatologist for, this is that extraction step. This is like drawing the impurities out of the skin gently. And I emphasize gently because you're withdrawing the impurities, but the argan oil is helping to nourish the skin at the same time.
And aren't you getting a little exfoliation as you're applying it as well?
You are, and that's that step that our skin needs, because if we're not exfoliating our skin, if we're not drawing out those impurities, everything that we want to do to try to moisturize our skin is just going to sit on top of those dead skin cells. That is not a pretty picture. Our mud mask was specifically developed to withdraw the impurities, to gently exfoliate, to cleanse the skin, and make your skin ready for that next step, that moisturization step. What I have to say I love so much about our mud mask is it is not drying. It really just keeps this really beautiful elasticity on the hand, because when you are drying out the skin, if you're someone who has sensitive skin, you actually are zapping the moisture from your skin and making it more irritated. If you're someone like me who has combination skin, I used to think, Elise, that I needed to like zap out all that moisture to where it felt tight and it hurt. Then my skin would just overproduce oil.
Right.
With our mask, with our Whipped Rasool clay and argan oil mud mask, you're withdrawing all those impurities, but you're not sucking out all of the moisture and the life of your skin. This is just giving you that suppleness and that bounce back.
Now, could you target certain areas and just mask certain areas with this mask, or would there ever be a reason to do that, or should you just go for it and do
That's
it
a great idea. I think, yeah, if you wanted to, I think that's a wonderful idea. Like a lot of us, like people like me, you have an oily T-zone, so maybe you want to focus on that area a few times a week, and then you just do your full face once a week. A lot of people write to us and they say they love working it down their neck and their décolleté area, because that's an area that, you know, your hair brushes, it can get a little dirty. So really just taking the love and the cleansing step for that.
So how many uses do you think we would get out of this?
Oh my goodness.
Out of this jar.
I use mine twice a week. I'm still on my same vanilla apricot that I've been since we launched.
Oh, we love the vanilla.
A little goes a long way.
It's because it's very spreadable.
It's very spreadable.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it has a nice thickness consistency to it, but it spreads so beautifully that it glides along the skin. That must be the argan oil, I'm guessing.
It is. Yep. That's the argan oil. So the Rasool clay is that cleansing part, the exfoliating part, and the argan oil, which is in every single one of our products, is that nourishment and that soothing. So giving that hydration and that elasticity back into the skin when you are cleansing. It is so important to include our mask twice a week in your beauty regime. If you want everything you're doing to work better, go deeper, not sit on the surface with dead skin cells. If you really want it to get in there and penetrate, you need to be detoxifying the skin at least twice a week. So this is gentle enough for daily use, but if you really just want to savor those amazing, yummy moments where you can put on a face mask and luxuriate in it, twice a week will be just perfect for your skin.
Okay, love it. Now, Maggie in our chat says, which scent do you get with this order? Well, Maggie, you get to pick. That's the best part. The hardest part is choosing. Okay, so let's take you on a little journey through these scents, and maybe that'll help you choose. Shall we start with the lavender, because that's what you had in your hand?
It's so
beautiful.
The
lavender citrus.
So we developed this to really just give you that spa-like experience. Lavender is such a you know, holistic healer. It just calms headaches, it soothes your soul, kind of re-energizes and refreshes. So this is that one I would say if you're someone who likes to give yourself a really beautiful mask treatment right before bed, this is gonna put you in that Zen moment. What Rocio is applying is sweet basil mint. It's such, isn't it so good, Rocio? That's one of our most popular ones. It flies off the shelves. This is hardest for us to keep in stock. This to me is like that moment where I'm sitting at a rooftop bar in New York City and someone hands me like a mojito. And I'm like, well, no, don't you think? Like it's just like that juicy, minty,
Totally.
So refreshing. Burst of refreshment.
And it's warm outside.
Exactly.
So,
and I'm happy and tan and
and everything is good.
Fine.
And appetizers are on their way.
Exactly. There's a shrimp cocktail. So that's sweet basil mint, another popular one. Sweet citrus is that
I love.
I know you love that. I love
so
that one
juicy.
so much too. It's so juicy. It's that burst of sweet citrus. So that first moment that you like twist an orange peel or a lemon peel, it's that zest. I always tell our Argonauts to use this one. If you have just 5 minutes for yourself in the morning, put this on after you cleanse your face, make your tea, make your coffee, get your breakfast going, and just have the best skin of your life that day, because when you take this off, your skin not only will be super cleansed and exfoliated, but it'll be hydrated and detoxified. So pulling out all of those impurities that sit on our skin and make our dead skin cells look dull and our skin less supple and juicy, you get this even in the morning. 5 minutes is all you need.
Wow, 5 minutes, that's amazing.
Great, yeah, and you'll notice too when you get this home, it's not gonna dry or crack on the skin. It actually stays quite supple. It's meant to do that. It's not, you're not gonna see those painful little cracks. It'll dry slightly to almost a tacky finish, and then you're good to go. Those impurities will be sucked out and you'll have the best skin of your life.
Woo! All right, then we have the vanilla apricot, which is the one that you have at home.
I have that at home. I still, like I said, Elise, I use this twice a week. I haven't gotten to the bottom of this. Vanilla apricot is warm and soothing and feminine. It's very calming. It's a very light scent. It's a very, all of our scents are natural, and this one really just brings out that essence of a fresh apricot with the slightest hint of vanilla. Another very popular one is cucumber aloe.
Oh yeah.
So this to me is like very much like lavender citrus, is that spa experience. The aloe just really brings you to a place of knowing that you're doing something really good for your skin. Cucumber essence is known to soothe inflammation. This is another spa-like experience. Then of course, unscented. We gotta pay you respects because I love this. This is our most gentle delivery, because if you are very sensitive to fragrances, this has no added essential oils. It's just pure and clean. And also, if you've got a guy in your life that should probably be masking a couple times a week, this I think is that perfect solution to just really get your guy like on a good beauty regime.
My sister-in-law got this one, and we decided as a team, she and I, it's my brother, her husband, we decided together that we would get the unscented for her.
Love
so
it.
that my brother would
So that
use
he
it.
would
Yeah.
use it.
It was a team effort.
It's so smart though. No, it's so smart. Men deserve good skin too.
Of course, of course. All right, you guys, if you want to pick this up today, you can do so at beautyiq.com. There is your item number right there, and you can pay for it over the next 2 months. So that's really fantastic. Now, for anybody that hasn't really started a mask into their routine, what is the major benefit? What are they going to see right away when they start masking?
The instant results you'll see is that not only will the rest of your skincare regime work better because you're detoxifying the skin, but you'll actually notice a reduction in pore size. We've measured this.
That's major.
Because you're pulling the grossness, that just terrible sebum, the bad oil out of your skin. You're pulling out the dirt and debris and whatever else the environment's doing to our skin. So you'll notice immediately cleaner pores, tighter skin, and more supple skin. So that bounce back that's so elusive, it's so hard to get, you'll actually notice that. And these are measured clinical results we've seen from using the mask.
That's incredible. And that's why I think I was kind of asking about if you wanted to target mask, because I know for myself, like I very much can see my pores like in this area, like my T-zone, and like I get congestion around here from my makeup and whatnot. But I don't necessarily feel that way up here. So I thought I could do a targeted mask if I wanted to, but it is so gentle that I should feel confident being able to do this all over, regardless of whether or not I have the issues on one part of my face versus the other, right, Adrienne?
It's gentle enough for all over. What differentiates it from other mud masks is that it's never drying. I used to have that concern with mud masks that it would work here and here, but then it would just be tight and painful here. This is kind of give you all of the extraction that you want, but the really pure, nourishing goodness, because there's so much argan oil in here. It's just so good for the skin.
All right, well, if we are continuing on here in our tutorial,
Yes.
what should we do after we mask? We have this beautiful, supple, clean skin, which, by the way, if you want to use that mask as a makeup remover, you can even do